How's it going? So today we're taking a look at this Qrong Waterfall sort of budget folding electric bike. Alright, so this thing is actually on the very budget side of the spectrum, but it's still, a decent quality bike. We'll start with the powertrain. Battery, you got 48 volt, 13.5 amp hour battery, and that's paired with a 500 watt nominal, 1000 watt peak rear hub motor. So this is kind of like I said, it's budget. It's a little bit smaller of a battery, but it does come with a smaller motor, so, you should get some decent range out of it. Still, it is sold as a class 2 e-bike, meaning the max speed is going to be 20 miles an hour. Not sure if we'll get that, but we'll try. It's got 20-inch wheels and 2.5-inch tires, and it's got kind of this, knobby type tread here, plastic fenders. You do have a headlight. You have to turn it to the side to fit the basket on, and it does come with a basket. Like I said, this whole bike folds up. You can fold it in half this way. You can fold the handlebars down, and even the pedals fold in, so it's really compact when it's all folded up. You have a rear rack too, so it makes it pretty utilitarian. You can fold this thing up and stick it in your RV or your closet or whatever, and then you can actually maybe put a back seat on it or a bag, and you got the front basket there for hauling stuff or picnics or whatever. Then you got your mechanical disc brakes, not hydraulic, but this is a very lightweight bike, so you should be fine. It has 160 millimeter rotors. Seat is actually pretty plush and wide, so comfortable seat. Let's see, we'll take a look at the dash. No horn, but you do have a little bell here, and then there's a little power button on the bottom. Display is very basic. You just got your chart state and bars, no percentage speed, then there's some trip information, and your power modes here. It should have 5 power modes for your pedal assist. On the right side, you have your 7-gear shifter, your thumb throttle, and you got decent ergo grips on these, and your standard cheapo brake levers there. Here's your 7 speeds and your Shimano derailleur here. No derailleur guard on this. Well, that's pretty much all the specs. Let's just get out and do a little bit of testing. All right, so let's do a little testing. One of the things I forgot to mention was it does have a brake light too, as well as a headlight. No turn signals. All right, let's do a little speed test here. So it's claimed to be a class 2 e-bike, but it's been maxing out at 13 miles an hour for some reason with throttle. Power cuts off. It's not reaching its max. Let's see, how about if I do pedal assist? No. So, is the pedal assist even working? It should be. It could be a lot harder for me to get up this hill if it wasn't. Yeah, so anyways, looks like, but we're going uphill right now, and so with throttle, it does kind of maintain that full 13 miles an hour, which is actually pretty good going uphill for a 500 watt motor. Yeah, there's probably a way just to get into the settings there and change that top speed to 20 miles an hour. I think it's set to 13 miles an hour, 14 miles an hour out of the box, probably to satisfy some European law or California or something, who knows. But anyways, it feels actually a little bit peppy. It doesn't feel like weak or anything like that. When you accelerate, it gets up to that 13 miles an hour, okay, but just when you hit it, it just kind of, that's it, you're there. So I'm gonna try to see how long it takes for the pedal assist to actually come on. So let's slow down here, and then let's see, not even one turn. So the pedal assist actually comes on really fast, so that's good. Let's try that again. I have to try it a few times because they're not always consistent. Yep, less than one turn. Probably like 80% of a turn is where it comes on, just before you get to the full turn mark. Yeah, it actually makes, it comes on fast enough where it makes it feel intuitive, the power delivery. Sometimes, when it takes 2 or 3 turns, it's kind of annoying, because you have to kind of time it when you want your power to come on if you're hitting a hill or something like that, But with this, you can, it's fast enough where it feels pretty good. Oh, now I'm going 22 miles an hour. Interesting. 23, 24. Whoa, now I'm hauling butt. What happened? Okay, that's very interesting. Oh, you know what happened? Okay, so when you hold the throttle down for long enough, it kicks into cruise control mode. That's what happened. So I'm going 18 miles an hour up this hill. Wow, that's fast. Yeah, so I think what was happening was the cruise control was on it, and it locked that throttle position in a certain position, and then when I hit the pedal assist, it wasn't doing it. But since I hit the brakes and I started doing pedal assist, now it's kind of kicking in. Yeah, now I'm going 25 miles an hour. I'm hauling butt on this little thing. Wow. All right, cool. This thing goes fast. All right, so now we're on kind of a straightaway, slightly uphill. Yeah, it's hitting 22 miles an hour. Okay, wow, cool. There's a little bit steeper of a hill over here. I want to go try it out. You know, we've been getting so much rain and thunderstorms. 'Tis the season, but geez, I haven't had a chance to film in a long time. And these companies, they get pissed off if you don't deliver fast enough. So I've had this bike for a while, but I haven't really had the opportunity to film. But yeah, whatever, it is what it is. Oh yeah, so it's taking this is a pretty steep hill, and it's going 14 miles an hour up it, no problem, with pedal assist. And then one thing I'm also noticing about this bike is I'm not hearing like a lot of rattling or anything. It actually feels pretty solid and tight, you know? It feels pretty well put together for a little cheap old bike like this. I think this is like less than 700 bucks. There's also going to be a discount code down there for you too to take some more money off, so you can actually get a really good deal on this. So you got the rack, you got the basket in the front. You got pretty good speed when you're doing pedal assist. It handles really well just because how short the wheelbase is, so it's like super nimble. You can turn around like really easily. Let's test these brakes out really quick. Now these are cable brakes, they're not like hydraulic, so let's get up to about 20 miles an hour and then let's pull it. Yeah, it didn't lock up the brakes, but I started at the start of the driveway there, and so this is kind of where I end up, and I was going full speed, and I'm 275 pounds, so it requires quite a bit of stopping power for me. I mean, they work, and it make me nervous or anything like that, but, you know, they're not nearly as good as hydraulic brakes. Hydraulic brakes are always going to be better, they're going to be more modular, and they're going to have a lot more stopping power, but for a bike this price, you know, you can't really expect to get all the high-end features. But this is like a really good starter bike, say for kids or, you know, really anyways. Like as far as ergonomics, I'm 5'9". I actually feel pretty comfortable on it. The seat goes up pretty high. I would say, I mean, if you're over 6 foot, you're probably not going to feel too comfortable on it. But I mean, for kids and like women, I think that this thing's perfect. Or if you're looking for something budget, you could just take with you on trips or something like that. Stick in your van or your RV. This is like really is perfect. But yeah, I guess it's actually a nice bike. I had some skepticism about it because it was like actually really cheap, but I mean everything works well together. I mean it's got a good amount of like torque off the line. It's got some kick. You can have, you know, some fun with it, and it's very practical and utilitarian. But hey, I think that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Like I said, the link and discount code is gonna be in the description. Thanks for watching to the end. You know, I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.